I just glanced a few times at a beautiful woman, and I missed the perfect sniper window. As a top killer, I know what that means. If a job fails, I face the target's revenge, and maybe my own organization killing me. When I got back to my door, the first thing I noticed was something off. There were two strange footprints in the yard, and a few cigarette butts scattered nearby. Someone had been staking out the place. My chest tightened, and I realized my wife might be in danger. I grabbed my pistol fast and ran toward the house. The prints in the yard matched the ones outside, which meant they had broken in. I kicked the door open, swept the muzzle across every corner, and the house was empty. The rooms were trashed, and blood was everywhere on the floor. My hands were shaking in that moment. I called my wife and learned she had been badly hurt and rushed to the hospital. I rushed there at once and found her lying on a bed, breathing weakly, her face pale. My chest felt torn open. From her brother's mouth, I finally learned the truth.
There were two of them. She can describe them. It's not like they were disguising themselves. One was a woman. They left in a green car with a light on top, like a fucking taxi. Can you believe it? They came for you, and they weren't about to leave a witness.
Just listen very carefully. I promise, I swear to you, nothing like this will ever be allowed to happen again.
After leaving the hospital, I went straight home and dug up the gear buried in the yard. Whoever those bastards were, if they touched my family, they would pay. Night came. I went to the taxi company pretending to ask about rides and drew my gun when the night clerk opened the door. Uniforming him was easy for me. I opened the computer system, pulled all the orders, and quickly found a car that had been to my house. Following the plate, I tracked down the driver, a young man with curly hair. The next morning, I waited outside the taxi company for him. When he showed, I posed as a passenger and got in his cab.
Tell me about your big fair, Leo, 3 days ago.
What? Wait, Tom. Okay, I'll tell you, the freaking the lady, right? From the private airport, that's who?
Walk me through your time with them to the very best of your recollection.
No problem. I drove them, that's all. Round trip was what they said. Then they told me north on Highway 1, then deep into the damn jungle, like forever. They showed me on Google. I drove them.
Take this next exit.
So, how about I get out and I leave the keys. I walk back.
Next, my target was the boss of the hit group. Only he knew my address. Before the op, I stopped at a department store, bought a large trash can, and some cleaning supplies. The boss's building had tight security, so I disguised myself as a cleaner and slipped in behind a courier. When the elevator hit the target floor, I watched the courier walk toward the office. The courier's recipient was the boss's secretary. When the courier left, I pretended to drink from the sink and drew no suspicion. 1 second before the glass door closed, I slid inside. By the time the secretary reacted,